Hello, hello, hello. And we are live, and I think we are early.
1920.
Yes, we are early. So sorry about that, but I'm glad you're here. I'm just trying to get this phone clamped down. Nicola's phone again. So, yeah, so is it coming through, Nicola?
Yeah,
Can you see me?
not yet. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, welcome back to the Blind Woodturners Workshop. And tonight's video is
Twitter, now, notification.
is going to be my first homemade resin pen blank. So if I just... So we're freestyling it. Now I'm going to do a lot of sort of getting my bearings and just try to get line of sight and things like that. So Nicola can always tell me if I've got things in frame. But here, hopefully in view, is it, Nicola?
Yeah.
Okay, we have got here my first resin pen blank. So this was a kit that we got at UKISS last year, and we got the silicon mold by Mr. Resin Blanks. So the kit was easy to use. It's just one part A to the same part B, and what I did was obviously mixed part A and part B together first, and then I've been saving up some, hopefully you're getting that, get my bearings again. I've been saving up just sort of like sawdust, and it's a mixture of wood and acrylic remnants in this thing. So I poured some of that into the resin and poured it into the silicone mould, and then we hit the top of the mould with a heat gun to try and get any bubbles to the surface, and so they could pop. And then I left this for a good couple of days before I popped it out of the mould, and it came out easy as anything. Just popped straight out, so that was cool. So I don't know, Nicola said at first sort of like glance it appears to be quite an interesting blank, so but it might just all go kapowie on the lathe, so who knows. So I thought I would share this with you guys. So I'm going to turn a Sierra pen out of my first pen blank. It's not, I think I'd under poured it. This was another thing about sort of like me not being able to see. So I sort of like guessed the level, and I didn't want to go plonking my finger into a load of resin and things. So I guessed it, and I think I could have done with pouring a bit more in. It's a bit on the narrow side, this blank, but we should just get away with it. And if we don't, we don't. If I fail, yeah, you'll be watching it live. So what I need to do now is quickly, we're going to trundle over to, take me time nice and slow.
I'm going to say if it looks like a bar of fruit and nuts.
Oh, excellent. I'm on a winner then. So yes, I'm trundling over to the bandsaw. So just if I can just tilt. Yeah, you can come in. Just while I think, if you can point it just at the Axminster bandsaw. My Axminster bandsaw is going in on, when are we taking it? Friday. Yeah, it needs some work doing to it. It's not broken as such, but it's not holding its tracking. So the blade's just coming off all the time. So they said bring it in and we'll have a look at it, and it wants a couple of new bearings on the guides. So yeah, so in the meantime, if you can pan over here, Nicola, please. I felt like Floyd then, Keith Floyd. What was his cameraman called?
I don't know.
I don't know, he kept saying on me and down here and all this sort of stuff. So I'm just trying to feel which is the chunkiest side. I can't really tell. One side is higher than the other. So that end or that end?
Oh, turn it around again. That end might be bigger.
Right, okay. So, and if you can come down again here now, Nicola, I've already set the fence here on this bandsaw, and because this is was originally a bone saw, it doesn't have the guide and the fence that a modern woodworking or metalworking one does. So I got one of Nicola's dad's old carpenter's squares, and I've glued a support fence on that and give it all a polish up, so that slides nice and smooth now. So what I'm going to do is that's going to be supported like this, and I'll push that through as normal. So just push that guard down. Trying to remember where it's a bit noisier this compared to the other one, but there we have it. Ta-da! So yeah, it's a noisy old girl, but yeah, it's got these huge, big, solid cast alloy wheels in it. So yeah, it's a bone saw and it's a bit of a bone shaker.
Where are you going now?
I am now going to my hobby lathe to drill this blank out. So we'll come this way. I'm just feeling, I've just a bit, while Nicola's carrying her camera around, because it's, compared to mine, it's worth a lot of money. So I think mine's worth about 3 and 6 in old money. So what I'm going to do is try and get this squared up in my chuck as best I can.
Come
Don't
round
want to
here.
over tighten it. I have no idea on the strength of this resin, seeing as it's my first.
I'm just getting the camera sorted out on the tripod.
Okay. I can wait. So
Right. I'm just going to look at the comments whilst you're doing that. Sorry, everybody. I'm squeezing past there.
So, listening, it sounds to be drilling like any other resin blank. And I hope you can see the resin being ejected. So I'm just
It's coming out.
yeah, just going nice and slow. Drilling very well. So if I just pull that back now and have a feel, well, it feels nice and rigid, that resin there on the end of the drill bit.
So we've got Blue Light Turner, Dead Rise Woodcrafts, Wayne the Woodturner,
Hi everyone, hi Wayne.
Leona Fay,
Hi Leona.
Clive Farron, Cy Smith, Tracy Keaton.
Hello everybody.
I think don't think I've missed anybody.
Well, it's great to have you all back, my dear friends. So, just taking my time with this. Sorry about it being so lethargic, but I'm just being overcautious really.
Just going to move you a bit there. There you go. Dead Rise, yeah, I think we've got yours. Yeah, I think we have got your sticker. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Leona says, loves the bin underneath idea.
You see, work smarter, not harder. Anything that I can do to stop me trying to feel around to tidy up. So yeah, I just came up with this. It is actually the lid off an old lawn feed, weed and moss killer. The one that came with the sort of like its own spout, and you could shake the lawn, weed and feed. So it was just the lid off that. I found it was lying around, so I just stick it under there. What anything would do, just a little box or an old margarine tub, and it's just something less for me to clean up. So that was the thinking about it. So I think that's, yes, I've drilled all the way through there, and just having a feel, no fractures or cracks.
That's good.
Any explosions. So I'm coming over here now, Nicola, and what I'm going to do is just get a sacrificial piece of...
Oh, Tracy's saying that she's not had a sticker. She thought it would come with a t-shirt. If you ordered the t-shirt on our website, unfortunately it comes from a completely separate place. So if you message us your address,
We'll get a sticker out.
we'll send you a sticker.
Of course we will.
Yeah, it's just the way it's sort of processed.
Right, I've pre-scuffed the tube up. I always scuff the tubes up just to make sure. The fit of these tubes in the hole for these Sierra kits, using the correct size drill bit, it's a good fit. So just feeling for where I need to be here now. Just a good dollop, and just...
Leona says her shed is a total mess. She's been roughing out bowl blanks for drying. There's about 2 foot of shavings. Woo. But at least I'm the right height for the lathe now.
Yeah, I could do with a bit of height therapy myself. So I'm just obviously getting some glue on there. Put it in, give it a bit of a spin as she goes in. Got more on my fingers than on the tube. That's sort of part of the course. Hit it with the activator. Just always try and burp your glue. Give it a tap. And a burp. Give it a squeeze, get that air out, and it should keep the nozzle clearer for longer. So I'll just give that literally just a second or two to, let's feel for where that's gone. It's just a second or two for that to cure, won't take long, and then I'm going to migrate over to the far corner and just square the ends off on the disc sander. So Nicola, you can stay here, and if you can just point the camera over there rather than follow me over. So yeah, I'm just gonna...
Because otherwise it'd be too far away.
Okay. I shall head on over. Come on folks, come with me.
And let me shut this tripod up a bit. There we go, that's better.
That's better.
I'm just going to show you my plants, look. And my bench, this is my workbench.
Right folks, so I'm just going to trim off the ends.
Alert. Low battery. Close. Button. YouTube. Finish. Button.
Yeah, that's got it.
Yeah, it's the project, Leona.
And the noise has changed again. Done. And before I walk away, I always give that disc a clean. So yeah, the sound, as with a lot of what I do, the sound changes, and even you guys could hear the sound change then as it kisses the brass on the end. So it's not rocket surgery. The sound changes. I know it's kissed the brass, so it's all squared off. So back over to the
Okay. So these are some of my projects up here.
pending projects.
Yeah, we did a project today. Anyway, look, plants. There you go.
What are they all looking at?
That's
Welcome
my,
to the blind,
my little collection.
the blind turner's wife's workshop.
I could do plugging this in now.
Right, so
Where are you going to be? On.
pan lathe.
Oh, right, okay. Let me just stick this in.
So
Is this plugged? This
yeah, it's powered up.
powered up? Okay.
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah. Oops.
So I'm just putting the bushings in and putting it on the old spinneroonie. So again, don't want to over tighten things too much. Sounding good. So we'll get in. Make sure, which it was catching. So rather than ruin my cost a fortune Ray-Bans, I'll put on some workshop safety squints. So I'm going to use my roughing gouge and just take my time. Nice and gentle. Lifting up the car as well.
Oh, we've got a good view of your back now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you bring the camera over here then
And plug it in there.
and plug it in, don't need that one. To me, to you. To me, to you. You should have a better view from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I not stick it in one of these up here? Can I stick it in this one?
The one on
The
the...
right.
No.
Right.
The one on the left.
I can pull that out.
No, don't actually, because your laptop's in that one. Yeah, the one on the right. Hold on.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Okay, you're good to go.
Right,
Sorry
okay.
about that, everybody.
There you go. Nice and gentle. So you can have a stop there now, check the progress. So that's good now that I've knocked them corners off. Shidaboo, shidaboo. Let's have a feel of this. Let's have a go with this one. Just nice and gentle. Turn the speed right down, actually won't stop it. So
Steve says, personally, I think this guy is just pretending to be blind. Surely he'd have a lot less fingers and a broken nose if he was, and he did actually spend 10 years learning.
what you like, you?
The owner says, yeah, I'm sure it's a great laugh pretending to be blind.
Yeah, it's everyone. It's the top of everyone's list. Let's pretend to be blind. Yeah.
And Dead Riser said 10 years to learn how to act blind.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like all those people that say they've got depression when they just need to man up a bit. Isn't it? Oh, I've got depression. Oh. Get on with it. So it's turning pretty good, I must admit, and it's getting sort of down to where I need to be. So the left is pretty much there. I just need another midges off the right hand side. Slowly catch your monkey. Just a tad more. So we're aiming for really just so you can catch your fingernail on it. So that's about right. What happened then?
I don't know, what did you do?
I didn't do anything, I'm over it. Your phone fell off.
What, off the trap again? That's fine.
It's your own phone, isn't it?
I'm joking.
Alright, so
App switcher. YouTube. YouTube. Finish. Button.
no, don't want to finish. Oh, it's all going Pete Tong in the Blind Woodturners Workshop. I think I've got it. It's a poltergeist activity.
Anyway, just talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I'm just trying to clamp this back in. Oh, it's come out again.
Are you pleased with the way your blank is cutting?
Yes, I am actually. It's cutting very well. Oh, it has cut very well. I was hoping that I'd measured out because I had just 2 little plastic cups and well, not tiny cups, and I got 2 and filled one all the way up to the top with part A, the other one all the way up to the top with part B. I'm just feeling for the power socket. And then I mixed in the shavings and sawdust and things. Mixed it well in, mixed it, and when you think you've mixed it enough, just mix it a bit more. And then I poured it into the mould and left it for 48 hours. I didn't want to, and it popped straight out. That was a good sign that it popped straight out. What?
Steve said he can't believe what you said. Can't believe he said that. OMG, I've got to go call my shrink. If a blind man is against me, the darkness must be approaching again. And then he said that was the depression gods knocking the phone over as a warning, Chris.
Yeah.
It's my phone.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
So, just going to sand this down to the bushings now, going through a few different grits. But it turned well. Going to speed down a bit. And I'm just trying to keep touching it as I'm sanding to feel if there's any excessive heat build up, which might cause it to go a bit rubbery. I've had some pen blanks in the past that have been manufactured and made by others, and turning them, they've turned almost to rubber, and then just come apart on the mandrel. But I think that's obviously a different, it's almost like car body filler when it hasn't been mixed properly, and it goes to that almost plasticine, firm plasticine. So
Steve says, "Oh, that is a rubbery pen, sir."
Oh, rubbery. It is. Any joy with that video, Nicola?
It was just uploading when I came down here.
Uploading to YouTube.
Yeah.
So hopefully my first video filmed by Matthew should be up tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight, so
to go and make it live and just add the text onto it.
yeah. So there was just a couple of kinks to work out. So we've been sort of like messaging Matthew, and you know we've said, oh, can you just tweak this, and he's tweaked it and sent it straight back. So bearing in mind this is Matthew's first ever job. Obviously he studied at school in Hong Kong and then came over here to study at uni, so it's his first ever job. So yeah, the boy's doing alright. So yeah, we had a great time. So he's back tomorrow actually.
Yeah.
And I'm really just going so soft and gentle with this. With this abrasive. I'm barely touching it really.
Does it feel alright?
Yeah, it feels fine. I'm trying to work out if it's got a little bit, as it's got warm, a little bit of sort of like pliability to it. So I'm just cognizant of that fact, but obviously, you know, when I do things for the first time, it's trying to just really ultimately get a proof of concept and work things out in my head. It's, have they worked? Yes, they have, right? So I can remember that. And have they not worked? No. Why didn't it work? And things like that. So.
Twitter. Now. Notification.
Deadrise says, I like the feeling it as you sound. I'll have to adopt that method.
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, it's massively important for me because when I'm doing that, really, my fingers are being my eyes. But yeah, just make sure that the speed is nice and slow, and please make sure that your tool rest is well out of the way. Remove your tool rest. If you get caught between a spinning piece of work and your tool rest, you could possibly end up having a degloved finger or a broken finger. So please make sure your tool rest is well out of the way. The speed's relatively low anyway because we're sanding.
Steve says, Chris, you have a notification on Twitter, mate.
Oh, right,
Just
yeah.
in case you missed that.
No, I didn't miss that, but thanks, Steve. So yeah, as I'm sanding, I'm feeling all the time and getting as much feedback as I can. Through the what I'm going to do is sand now with this last grit. think I got 2 pieces out. Yes, I did. So,
Dead Rice says, tell Chris we all can see his wood.
can you all see my wood? Yeah, I've got wood. So again, as I'm sanding, I'm feeling speed quite low. Keep the heat down. It's pretty much there now, folks. So there's the piece that got away. So pretty cool. Let's give it a righty ho. So that's pretty good there. And if I feel in here, I've got a little piece of a tiny little piece of 400 here, just torn off. And then what I'm going to do is Yorkshire grit it.
Dead Rice says some Chris DNA will shine that right up.
Some Chris DNA. Did you mean deoxyribonucleic acid? Hey. So, Yorkshire grit, original recipe.
He says no Chris spit.
Oh, crisp it, yeah.
Spit and polish.
That's right.
Or spit and shine.
Spit and shine indeed. I'm going to actually show you guys a technique I use on my acrylic pens. I don't think I've shown it you before, but I have used it for quite a while. I shall share.
Memento. Now. Notification.
Notification, Steve. Right. Nicola, could you do me a favour? Just behind you on the top shelf of the racking,
Yeah.
this spray bottles.
Yeah.
Now, it's the one on the far right. It's just got some water in it, please. That'd be very kind of you. Thank you very much. I nearly tripped over the camera then.
Careful.
Woohoo. Right, folks. I'm going to show you something now. And of course, feel free, if you like it, to plagiarise it. Okay? Piece of leather. Get some water on that. And the last two in the group, honing compounds. So, what colour's that one, Nicola? Should be sort of like a beige.
Beige,
Yeah. Okay. So, puffing compound applied to the work as it's moving, just like you would with like a microcrystalline stick or carnauba wax stick. Now we've got some rouge. Super smooth that now. And then now we've got some burnishing cream. Any? It's almost empty that. I couldn't tell if any had come out.
Steve says he bids 20 on the pen.
20 on the pen.
I said 20 watts. Like, might be 20 bananas or...
Might be 20 bananas. Indeed. 20 bananas.
quids.
20 quids. So, a bit more burnishing cream on here.
Does anyone burnish with sawdust? I do, it makes the wood very smooth, dead right.
Yeah, I do from time to time. Yeah, it's a good thing to do. So, in fact, let's just stop that, and I'm just making sure it's not...
Steve says not as smooth as Yorkshire Spitz.
Not as smooth as Yorkshire. You're quite right.
No, not great. Yorkshire Spitz.
Oh, Yorkshire Spit, is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, that's a new product that Glenn could do.
Yorkshire Spittle. Indeed. Indeed, some Yorkshire Spittle. Now, just bear with me. I'm going on tour. So and I'm back. So
Tracy Keaton says I actually like using hardened beeswax.
this is the great thing about wood turning. Everyone's got all these little hints and tips and tricks and, you know, their own.
Dead Rise says he's bidding 21 but he doesn't know what a quid is.
So that's it, my lovelies. So have you seen that, Nicola? Where's that come?
Hang on, there's always a delay. I can just see your back at the minute still. It's coming off the lathe. Yeah, it's in front of the camera now. No, yeah, there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I don't, obviously this was just a hodgepodge of both acrylic. In fact, it was out of that little bin that's underneath the chuck that catches the stuff that's been drilled out of the pen blanks. This is a mixture of both wood and acrylic shavings, all out of pen blanks. So
Dead Rice says it's very nice for a blind guy.
oh, cheers. Stop it, you're killing me. So
Are you putting a pen together?
yeah, but I can do it over here.
Right, well, Steve Twidell's up to 30 quid now.
30 quid. So let's just we're going to make a bit of room here, folks.
Well, I can't come much further forward
Just
anyway.
right. So I'm just trying to tidy up a bit. Make a bit of room. So yeah, just burnishing with some leather and like honing compound.
Tracy Keaton says 34. 34. Is that 34 quid? Oh, we're jumping up.
34 quid. Why is someone going to buy this?
I don't know.
Or are they just having?
I don't know if they're messing or serious.
So
if you buy it, we'll throw a sticker in as well.
yeah, yeah. So I'm just gonna. Can you see me over here?
Yeah, I'm just moving the camera a little bit.
So I always give this a bit of a dust off before I put my pen in there.
Steve Twidell's up to 35 now.
So that just rests there. Don't give me safety goggles on now. Don't think I'm going to get injured in this part. But you never know. Right, so yeah, just a lovely, nice and simple Sierra pen kit from Craft Pro Kits. So there's the refill. What's this here now? The mechanism. And the spring Matronic. Try and get it on there, Chris.
Medium. Now. Notification.
Hey, that's one of my notifications.
Medium.
Yeah.
So, and then we've got the nib section. And end cap assembly. So that's all the parts laid out there now. So Nicola, can you just come and find really a nondescript part of this? Do you want to?
Yeah.
Or shall, if you, the clip
Oh, right.
wants to go over a boring part.
Okay. Right. Well, it can go over that bit then. That's sort of,
Boring.
well, it's the least interesting. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, what we're trying to do there now is not have the clip cover anything that's, like Nicola says, interesting.
Well, it looks quite nice. There's lots of little flecks and quite nice details in it.
Right, so that's just a gentle push first, just to get us started.
Dead Rice says, Steve, I'll go halves with you. What are you going to do? Share the pen half a year each?
Bloody skin flints.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, you could share the pen, and you know, one could have 6 months and mail it. That gives a new meaning to the term pen friend,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
That'd be
So-
quite cool, actually. They do that. I've come across an organisation where you can hire fountain pens,
Okay.
and you can hire them for a certain length of time. You post your fountain pens in the group, and people can hire them. Unfortunately, I'd never do that because it would ruin your nibs.
Yeah, Nicola's very
Precious about my
precious
pens.
about nibs, and I've never used one of your fountain pens.
No, nobody has.
No, because I would write and lean a certain way on your nib and distort the nib, and then it'd never feel the same
No,
for you again, would it?
no.
So,
Oh, that looks nice.
so that's my first ever resin pen blank, and it's filled with just a myriad
Let's twist it round.
of the bits that you.
So there's a bit there that I like. A little blob there.
So
and
what colour is it like?
well, it's brown, and then it's got all these little flecks in, and it just looks interesting.
So yeah, it's just like I say, a load of dust from inside pen blanks, a mixture of acrylic and wooden ones. So yeah, it was just mixed in with the resin, poured into the blank, let the blank cure, and then we've turned it today. And yes, it turned well.
I'm just going to look at the chat.
It turned well. Don't leave me. So
Give the pen away.
give the pen away. Just give it a. Ooh. Ooh. This is. Who wants to bid on this? This can be the start of my Get the Blind Guy to America fund. Or the blind guy.
think they're thinking of a charity.
The blind. Oh, are they? Here. So.
Anyway, I don't know whether they're serious or not. It looks nice. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Can I move from here now?
Yeah. Well, if you step back a bit, people can see you then.
Right. Okay. So.
Steve says he's very serious. You're not serious, Steve. You're always the, what is it, the life and soul of the party.
He's that little leprechaun.
Yeah.
Yes. Steve Twidell is the Maker Community resident leprechaun / court jester.
Yeah, it's funny.
But yeah, you are funny. So That's basically it, folks. So you got a pen there. So if someone wants to buy it for the get the blind wood turner and his wife to America, we must be doing something wrong, you know.
What do you mean?
You know, all these people that managed to get over to America. You know, we'll get there one day.
We will.
But yes, it's beautiful. It's a lovely pen, that. So, but they are good pen kits. Them dead easy to make. And it's funny how everyone makes sort of like slimline pens. You know, sort of like their beginner pens.
Yeah.
And the European slimline pen kit, where you have to turn a little tenon for the centre band.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot more complicated to turn than a Sierra pen. And a standard slimline, you've got the two parts. So really, sort of like the perfect beginner pen for most people should be a Sierra or a Zeta. You know, because they're really
Just
easy.
that one part.
Just that one part, and they're so easy to assemble. I don't know if you guys agree, but sometimes the slimline pen kits, if you're pushing in the mechanism, I've had over the years now, probably a dozen mechanisms, sort of like just pushing them in nice and slow, gently, and then they sort of like break inside and or bind up, and then you can't get them out, and I've had to drill them out and or just throw away the pen completely. But yeah, you don't have any of that sort of mind really with a Sierra pen. So that's pretty cool. And just to let you know, I'm not telling you the date, but my RPT assessor's been in touch today.
Yeah, it's
And,
in the diary.
The date has been set, but I'm not telling you.
Well, you won't know
It's
anyway.
like the driving test.
Yeah, you won't know anyway that day, will you?
No, it
It's
takes a
got to
few
go
weeks.
to the
committee.
committee, so it could be another couple of months.
Yeah, so yeah, I've got my date for my assessment, but it's like when you have your driving test and you don't tell people just in case you fail. Yeah, discretion is the better part of valour. So I've got my date, and I'll let you know after I've done it how it went. But yeah, even then I won't know if I've passed the accreditation.
So Steve's last offer, £40
Yeah,
for charity.
yeah.
Give the pen away to a follower. He'll turn a pen blindfolded next week to auction.
Yeah, can do that. So what am I doing?
So Tony Walters is here.
Hi Tony.
So yeah, how are we going to give this away to somebody? Well, I'll tell you what. Everybody who would like the pen, I don't know, I'm talking to my computer. Everybody who'd like the pen who's on the live chat, just say yes in the comments, and I'll do a random number pull later on. So it'll be completely random.
And we'll send the pen to them.
Yeah.
So it's not about charity, it's just giving away to a friend.
Well, Steve's going to give the money, and we're going to give the pen
Oh, is that
to a
what's happening?
follower. Yeah.
Alright, so thank you very much, Steve. So, yeah, so please say yes, you'd like the pen. Nicola will do one of those random name generator doolies, and the lucky winner will get the pen. And Steve Twidell, Mr. Rockefeller himself, is paying towards it. Is that right then?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So thank you very much, Steve, gentleman as always. And yes, so say yes, you want the pen, and be in with a chance to win this first ever limited edition. It's limited to a run of one, this style. And the beauty actually of doing that completely random sawdust and acrylic swarf business is, you know, you never ever, like a piece of wood, you never would get two identical. But yeah, It's a blind wood turner original. Sierra pen. Is this a chrome or a gold one?
Gold.
Does it work well with that blank?
Yeah, it looks
Right,
nice.
so
I really like that blank.
right, cool. There you go. Nicola wants to keep it. So yeah, whoever wins it, that's from us and Steve Twaddell. So yes, it is a complete unique one-off and my first ever homemade resin blank. Great success, I think, actually. So what I need to do now is I'll just let you have one last look at it, because what I need to do then is just wrap it in some tissue, because sod's law is between here and getting it into the house safely. I will, if I didn't do what I normally do, I'd drop it on the floor. So yes, there's one last look. Is it in frame?
Yeah.
One last look, there you go. So I'm going to wrap it in tissue, flipping heck! I'm going to wrap it in tissue so it's protected. And so I don't drop it now on the floor and stand on it, it's in my pocket. And what I always do as well, when I finish with the pen lay, bring the mandrel saver over, because if I don't do that, again it's part of the routine, and I forget, obviously with it just being a bar out and it's open at one end, I'd probably lean to get something and hit that and bend it. So I always put the mandrel saver over that to stop me damaging the mandrel. So that's cool. Well, that's epic.
So what we're going to do,
I'll be back in a second, guys.
I like that sunrise, Steve. I thought that was funny.
What's that?
Dead Rise has given $4.99.
What does that mean?
towards the shipping, you know, the super chat.
All right, yeah, thank you very much.
Shipping of the pen. So Steve put good man sunrise, and he said it's stupid phone, but I thought that was quite nice, sunrise.
Yeah, yeah. So what's $4.99 in US
Well,
pound? About 3 pence.
No, it's about $4.99, isn't it now?
Yeah, is it about
It's about like for
about
like.
like for like? So yeah, awesome. So I know you guys.
Twitter. Now. Notification.
You've all dabbled in making your own pen blanks, I'm sure, but that was a first for me. So note to self: next time, pour more in the mould. Luckily, there was enough resin there to turn that, but they are quite a chunky tube. So I was a bit wary that I wouldn't have enough there to drill through and turn it down.
Steve says you got another notification, Chris.
Yeah, I did. Thanks, Steve. What would I do without him?
I know.
So yeah, works well, but I need to pour more in. Make sure this is on a completely level surface and fill it right up to the top.
Well, we need to put some of that pink in as well. We need to do one
Well,
with
Yeah,
pink stuff in.
yeah, you need to do that. So that's cool. So it was this. I don't know what make it is, Nicola. You'll have to.
I'm not sure.
It's.
I think it was it the House of Resin people that we got that
I
from?
couldn't tell you. I've slept since
I
then.
think this was from a UKIS, wasn't it? We got these at UKIS.
Yeah, this was UKIS. So it's that size bottle, part A, part B. In fact, it came with 3 cups, so I've got a spare one. It was that size, so I did one of them, part A, filled to the top. Another one, part B, filled to the top. Poured it into an old yogurt container. Mixed it up for a couple of minutes. Poured in the shavings. Mixed it some more and some more. Poured it into the mould. Dead simple, really easy. And for all these people that say, oh, you know, mind you, I don't know what I'm on about really, because I'm a complete noob at this making resin stuff for pen blanks. But people were saying to me at the demo in Surrey, that guy was saying, I want to make resin blanks and I've got to buy a vacuum pot and all this sort of stuff. And I said, no. I said, we just mixed ours straight out the bottle, poured it into a silicone mould. And I said, I've not turned it yet, but I said it feels solid. And I told him about hitting it with a hair gun, but not too close. That you just,
A hair gun?
Yeah, a hair gun, an air gun, heat gun, to pop the bubbles. So it's worked fine, that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But I suppose vacuum pots and things. What's wrong? Oh, vacuum pots. You know what it is? I can't stop thinking about my assessment now.
Well,
So,
anyway, Steve says, well done on another first, Chris.
thank you very much. Yes. So yeah, check out, if you're not too busy folks, check out the video when it gets uploaded that Matthew filmed, and he's back tomorrow. We know what projects we're doing, but again, I'll keep that stum. Something to do with the Proxon power tower. So that's good. He's here tomorrow all day.
Yeah.
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 Anybody else got any questions? I know we sort of like went over this last night on the podcast, but you know, any wood turning related questions? Before we sign off and let you wonderful people get on with your evenings, afternoons, mornings, wherever you are.
No.
No. So, right, well, we're going to bug out. Just, yeah, quick update then. Assessment date has been set. My bandsaw is going in for a bit of therapy. So, luckily, I've got that bone saw as a backup and it's fine for pen blanks and things like that. Well, it's a great motor on it, so it sort of like powers through most things despite its size. So, luckily, I've got that. Further than that, it'd be a chop saw or a hand saw, but yeah, I'd do that anyway if I had no other means. Yeah, so Matthew tomorrow, trip to Axminster on Friday, no demo this weekend.
Steve says, any chance of you turning a sphere?
I haven't listened to any sphere making videos yet.
Right. Well, you've got some, Steve, haven't you?
Well, if he has, we'll listen to.
Yeah.
What, you mean a resin sphere?
Oh, well, I suppose any sphere, a wooden sphere.
What does he mean, resin or wood?
Don't know, he's not said. So, anyway, Tracy Keaton says, it was a pleasure seeing you and Nicola today. Thank you so much for sharing. Steve says, yes, I have a couple, but there are better ones than mine, and he says, wood, damn it. Sean says, well done with the pen. Lady Dragon, hi, I love all your videos, it's interesting. Dave G says, took delivery of another batch of resin today, Chris, so started planning the cast for you.
All right, cool. Yeah, thank you.
Dave Rice says, can't wait till next time, you two. So, I think that might be us.
Yeah, that's pretty much it then. I've got my pen. Sorry.
You've got somebody's pen.
Somebody's pen in my pocket.
Yeah.
Safe and sound, so it won't get dropped. It's in tissue paper, so it's safe. Yeah, we're done, folks. That's another one done. So yeah, video uploaded tonight.
Yeah.
And
That's what I'm going to do after this. I'm going
yeah,
to
and let me just say, it turned out to be a flipping awesome project, didn't it, Nicola?
Yes.
I kept it quite simple. And yes, it ended up feeling amazing. So check it out, folks. That's it, we're done. Right, so Nicola's going to tick on end now.
Where do you want the guys to say yes? Well, if they say yes in the live chat, and I'll put a comment in the text to the video as well, just to say watch the video for the instructions and put the yes in the comments. So I'll sort that out. But thank you so much, Steve, for that. We really appreciate
cheers,
it. And thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Yes, I'm glad it's turned out okay. My first resin, but yeah, it did when I was turning it and sanding it, it did begin to feel a little bit softer. But I suppose that's, well, it is because I've turned loads of blanks and they've done that. But some have gone that soft and rubbery that they've just literally peeled off the tube like plasticine. But yeah, that maintained its integrity and held together. So yeah, awesome. Right, I'm done. I'm waffling. I'm going. Bye.
Thanks everybody.
Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Give us a big thumbs up and keep on turning, everybody. You know we love you all dearly. It's great, the banter, the toing and froing, we love it all, and the
blind jokes.
The blind jokes, love them, love them. Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, bye. Bye. Thanks everyone.
Bye.
Finish alert. Are you sure that you want to stop streaming?
Yeah,
Heading.
I have to move my phone out because